A very pleasant morning to all my dear children. Welcome back to English Online Class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I hope all my dear children are doing great and staying safe at home, children. Yes? Okay. Let's start our today's session. Today we'll discuss a simple story, a short story from our supplementary reader text, It So Happened. We'll discuss lesson 8, Jalebis. So Jalebis is a simple story or a short story written by Ahmad Nadeem Qasim. In this story, he is recollecting an incident from his childhood days, during his school days. So let's move to our story. The short story Jalebis is a story about a young boy, an honest boy who was tempted by the sight of fresh hot jalebis. Actually, the money he spent for the jalebis was meant to pay the school fees and the fund. So let's see whether the boy could pay the school fees or whether he got punishment from his parents and his masters. Let's see all this. Let's get into the details of the story. So one day, our main character, who's the main character of the story? His name is Munna. So one day, Munna carried 4 rupees in his pocket to pay the school fees and the fund. But when he reached the school, he found that the master who collected the school fees was on leave that day. So he has to carry the money back to his home. So on his way back to home, he saw fresh hot jalebis in the bazaar. So the coins in his pocket started speaking. The speaking of the coins is actually the imagination of this little boy. And they started to make sounds. How did it make sounds? They started to speak. Connect, connect. The sound of the jingling of the coins. So they started to make noises and they started to speak to this little boy. They told that the money that is inside his pocket is meant to spend. It's not something that is meant to keep inside the pockets. And they also advised him to buy those fresh hot jalebis. So what was the reply of our little boy? He told that, I'm a good boy. I'm an honest boy. And please don't misguide me. Don't give me wrong instructions. Okay? And I get enough food or I get sufficient food from my home. So why should I buy from the bazaar? Why should I buy from outside? Why should I eat from outside? And if I eat from outside, how can I face the master the next day? And how can I face the God also? Actually, I am doing a crime. If I am going to eat jalebis from outside, I am going to do a great sin, a great crime. I am going to do the wrong thing, which is not supposed to be done. So, I am not going to do any wrong acts. Please don't misguide me. And if I'm not able to pay the school fees the next day, my master, Master Ghulam Muhammad, he will punish us. How will he punish? He will tell the students to stand on the bench. To stand on the bench, and he will simply forget the children to make them sit. I am not ready to face such punishments and I am not going to do it. I am not going to buy those jalebis. I am going back home. Okay, so don't tempt me and don't misguide me. This was the reply of our little boy Munna. So the coins, they disliked what he said. They didn't like what he said. They didn't like his attitude. So they all started speaking at the same time. And there was such a clamor. Clamor means loud noise. And the passers-by, the people who were passing him, they were all hearing that loud noise and they were staring at him. And they were staring at him with surprise. They were wondering from where such loud noise was coming from. And what did he do to stop that loud noise? He took or he grabbed all the coins from his pocket and he held them in his fist. He held them tight in his fist so that it won't make any more noises. Then when he was far away from the people, he loosened his grip. When he loosened the grip, the coin started speaking again. And the oldest coin told him that we are telling for your good. We are not misguiding you. Why you are telling that we are misguiding you? We are telling for your own good. And you can easily pay off your fees money with the scholarship money that you receive tomorrow. And what is the amount of the scholarship money? It is 4 rupees. And the amount of the school fees is also 4 rupees. So you can easily pay off the fees money with the scholarship. So all your worries and all your problems end there. So you can easily buy the sweets with your fees money and you can pay the fees with your scholarship money. We have easily solved your problem. We have easily solved your worries. The story ends here. Kissa khatam, paisa hazam. Means the story ends here and the money disappears. So be thankful to us, be grateful to us. We have easily solved your great problem. The Jalebis asked him, okay, you're telling that you're an honest boy, you are a good boy. So tell us frankly or tell us honestly that don't you feel like eating the fresh hot Jalebis? So tell us honestly. Now he also feels tempted to eat those fresh Jalebis. His mouth started watering. He told them what you are saying is right and at the same time it's also wrong because I am from a well-to-do family. I'm from a wealthy family, from a prestigious family, from a respectful family. So I'm not a common boy like other boys and I have not been beaten up by my masters. I have been a good boy all these years and in my 4th standard I got scholarship money. I got 4 rupees as my scholarship money. So I'm such a good boy. I'm such an honest boy. I have never been punished by my masters or by my parents. So I'm not supposed to do such acts. I'm not supposed to do such wrong acts. I'm not supposed to do all this. Still, stop blabbering. Blabbering means talking confusedly. Don't make me confused by your talks. Let me think. What you are saying is right, but at the same time it's wrong. Still, let me think over it. And at last, what he does is that he tells them he's from a prestigious family or he's from a wealthy family, from a well-to-do family. So what did he do? Saying all this, he told the coins that I'm not going to be tempted or persuaded by your words. I'm going home. So he clenched the rupees. He held the coins tightly in his hand and he went home. He returned home. For time being, let's stop our story here. We'll continue the story the next day. We'll see whether he will buy those fresh hot jalebis, whether he will return to the bazaar and buy those jalebis, whether he would spend money for the jalebis that is actually meant to pay the school fees. So let's see all this in our second part of the story. I hope you all enjoyed the story. I hope you all understood the story. So children, read the story. So let's conclude our session here. That's all for today. See you in the next class.